Hello, welcome to the Mistari Hour. It's another sunny day in Rochester, but how long will it last? I'm Christian Mistari.
And I'm Megan McClelland. Today we'll be talking about gay marriage, the economy, and the Lilac Festival.
But first, the school year's coming to a close, and seniors are having a hard time staying on task. Teachers are calling it disease, students are calling it inevitable. Now at the last day of school, just around the corner, seniors are having a hard case of senioritis. Here's Kelly with more.
Thanks, Christian. Yes, senioritis is a very serious matter and includes symptoms such as not carrying out all schoolwork, extreme laziness, not showing up for class, or just being extremely late, and also staying up really late to work on essays that were due a week ago. As you can see behind me, the students in this study hall are just playing cards instead of doing their schoolwork like they should be. Seniors don't see it as a problem until the end of the year when they realize that they have to make up a lot of work in order to catch up and make sure they're passing all their classes. Teachers see this every year and it's stressing them because they don't want to see their students fail. Benedict, a bio teacher, has some strong opinions on the matter.
To stop senioritis, I try to make it fun and engaging, even if the thing that we're learning about is really boring. I try to have people work with each other and respect people's space a little bit. When maybe they just need some time off, I try to do that when it's reasonable. I think the only person that can do something about failing, because senioritis is the person that's failing. You can blame it on friends and you can blame it on anything you want, but the bottom line is you get the grades that you get, and you're either trying or you're not trying. I mean, it's as simple as that, and eventually I believe that a school has to let people that feel they're special like that fall through the cracks or fail. I mean, the only other alternative is what? Mandatory detentions for people who aren't going to come?
It's very interesting. Now tell us, Kelly, is there a cure for senioritis or no?
Well, Christian, the only known cure seems to be when the students finally graduate and they'll have the whole summer beforehand before they have to go to school.
Well, that senioritis report was so interesting that I could die.
You should. It was interesting because it was a really pressing topic.
I hear you have something else regarding school, Kelly?
Yes, I do. Those diagnosed with senioritis can listen closely to this report. The end of the school year is just around the corner, as summer is to follow, and seniors are anxious to be done with high school. With this, specifically senior students begin to slack off on work, and as a result, their grades plunge. However, this can all be avoided with a simple study tips to guide through the treacherous end of the year. First, make sure you don't get too distracted by the warm weather and friends. There will be plenty of time to enjoy both activities once school is over with. It's very tempting now, but you'll have a course of 2 months, so you don't need to start your summer 2 weeks in advance. Second, don't try to cram in information the day before the test. We've all done it, and we all know it doesn't really work. Some things stick, but not nearly as much as if you study over the course of a few days. Third, study with a friend you know you won't get sidetracked with. Studying is a pain to do, but it's manageable with someone else. As long as you're able to get the work done, it'll benefit both of you in the end. Hopefully these study tips will help you high schoolers get through the end of the year.
Now Zach with the weather. Tell us, Zach, is it going to continue being sunny, or is it just short term?
Thanks, Thanks, Christian. Today, the weather is going to be a high of 78 degrees, 60% chance of precipitation, and a low of 63, with chances of thunderstorms. Tuesday, we got a high of 61, thunderstorms, 50% chance of precipitation, and a low of 54. Also chance of thunderstorms. Wednesday, we're going to have a high of 67, chance of rain, 20% chance of precipitation, low of 55, and yeah. Thursday, we got a high of 68, chance of rain, 20% chance of precipitation again, low of 58. And then we got Friday, a high of 76, partly cloudy, and low of 63. And that's the weather. Back to you, Christian and Megan, in the newsroom.
When we come back, we'll be discussing the economy and what you can do to have a better lifestyle.
Look at that cloud. That cloud's a nice looking cloud. You can buy a cloud like that for $50. For $49. Look at that cloud. Clouds. They'll ease your mind, ease your body, and they're cheap, affordable, and they don't last very long. They look nice. Buy a cloud today at 555-55-55-55-55-55-55.
Welcome back to the Miftari Hour. In the past years, the economy has been tough on the people of the United States. Citizens are deeper in debt, foreclosure is being heard more and more, profits are up, but the wages of Americans are down. down. Healthcare costs are killing Americans' wallets, and the creation of jobs is not keeping up with population growth. Okay.
The issues are causing Americans to have to change their lifestyle and change their spending habits. Now let's see what Americans have done to accommodate their lives around the changed economy.
To make living easier? Okay. First of all, I think education is the most important thing. I really believe that that is, if you will, the ladder to climb through different classes. I'm glad my children have all committed to going to college. Well, 2 of them have, and a third one will. But I really think that, quick history for me, I was the first one in my family to go to college. My father drove a truck. My mother, even though she was valedictorian of her class, there really weren't jobs for women. She worked, once she raised us, which she thought was important, she worked in a mailroom and made very little money. So I was able to go to college and then get a teaching job and make a comfortable living. Hopefully my sons and daughter will go to college, complete college, and then maybe be better off than myself. So I think definitely the key is education, and if we can all kind of pitch in and make education more affordable for some people. Hillary Clinton said one time that it takes a village to raise a child, so help kids maybe who get off track a little bit.
Those are some good ideas. Hopefully the economy changes so the residents of the U.S. can start picking themselves off their feet.
Well, let's hope for the best. Now for our outside reporter, Zach with the Lilacs.
Well, it's the last weekend of the Lilac Festival. And what a festival it's been. The festival opened May 3rd, and it ends May 22nd. Live music and the smell of lilacs, always a fun time. Unfortunately, the weather has been less than desirable during the festival. Rainy weather almost every night, but still people have showed up. Live music has been going on here every day, and every day there's a different theme. The food is also one of the highlights of this festival. Booths and tents are set up everywhere. Food choices like deep-fried Oreos, cheese fries, and everybody's favorite funnel cakes. The lilacs are the true meaning of the festival. Hundreds of lilacs everywhere you look, and the smell fills the air. Trails seem endless with all the lilacs everywhere you look.
Wow, that sounds like fun. I wish I could have made the festival. Now, when we come back after this break, we will be talking to Rachel Hockdale about the art show.
Does your family member often find themselves in situations like this guy?
You crack alley! Stop stealing my stuff!
If you answer yes to this question, then you might find your loved one in danger. The Mendon Rehabilitation Center is a wonderful place for those who are seeking help and need to learn how to get their lives back on track.
It's good having money now that I have a job, thanks to the Mendon Rehabilitation Center of Mendon.
Please call us at 000-9666 if you're interested in helping your loved one get their lives back to the way it used to be.
About 20 senior artists have been working hard to put up their show, Synopsis, at the Mill. And now, a few words with Rachel Hockdale, one of those senior artists.
Okay.
What do you plan on putting in your exhibition?
I'm putting in 7 acrylic paintings and 1 hand-drawn animation.
How do you think the event will turn out?
Really good. There's going to be a lot of people there, I think, hopefully. And all the senior artists are very talented.
21 senior artists, including some illustrators, painters, designers, photographers, collagers, and filmmakers, exhibited their artwork at Synopsis at the Mill Art Center and Gallery. It opened on May 26th. The reception kicked off at 6 to 9 and included food and live music performances. The exhibit ends June 11th.
That's very interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, now here's a few words from Mr. Coogan.
Overall, I'm really happy with it. I think, of course, like most things, certain things that could have done better. I think a few people came up a little short, and I think it would have been nice to have just a few more people at the LP and a little more people to see, but overall, very happy. It was incredibly, I thought I worked it out so it would be a lot less work for both myself and the students that turned out to be. I thought having it 2 months of creations that a large amount of their work would already be done and be only supplementing it, but it seemed like a lot of them, a lot of the participants went back and it seemed like they were ready to start over, starting from scratch, or others did almost nothing additional in the last 2 months.
Intriguing. Hey Megan, weren't you part of this show?
Yeah, and it was really great. Now to our final story for the night. It's about gay marriage.
Governor Andrew Cuomo is placing his support on the same-sex marriage bill, which had already failed twice. However, he now feels that public support has begun to rise. In an interview, Cuomo was quoted as saying, "I don't want to be the governor who just proposes marriage equality. I don't want to be the governor who lobbies for marriage equality. I don't want to be the governor who fights for marriage equality. I want to be the governor who signs the law that makes equality a reality in the state of New York." Perhaps Cuomo believes New York will pass the same-sex marriage bill, but to the citizens of the state, we have some individuals with strong opinions on the issue.
You know, honestly, I wasn't sure. I didn't know for a fact that Cuomo was trying to pass that bill that would allow gays to marriage, but in my opinion, I'd say that they should be allowed to. I honestly believe that if two people love each other very much, that no one should stop them from being together in any way, shape, or form. If gays are allowed to marry, I don't see anything too significant happening in society. I mean, it's no different really than if a man and a woman decide to marry, because no matter what, it shouldn't have an effect on anyone else. People should have the right to be happy with whoever they want to be happy with, so ultimately, in my opinion, society will remain the same and be maybe more accepting of anything.
Girls and boys should not go together because God did not create them to go together. You cannot, well, you can't have baby now with science, but God did not put them to naturally have kids together. What happens if they are allowed to?
Yeah.
Well, eventually, if everybody turned gay, you wouldn't have any kids. Population failure. Yes, indeed.
And we'll be right back after this commercial.
Tree climbing is a wonderful sport embraced by many people all over the world. It's a new trend that is striking wooded areas everywhere you look. Be one with nature and climb on a tree today.
That is all for this Monday night on the Miftari Hour. I'm Christian Miftari.
I'm Dr. Phone. See you later.
Bye. How can you not do things, man?
Can you do bloopers? I can spit on it. This time roll up.
No, I doubt we're even gonna
No, I'm
have
gonna
a
be
project.
like,
It's just
no,
gonna be bloopers.
No, I'm gonna be like, no, we gotta have bloopers and it could be like, if this took her just instant roadkill.
Let's see right now.
No, who would do that?
You know I missed that, right?
You did? Now my britches are all wet. What am I gonna do? Who can help me?
I'm Christian Miftari. I'm Christian Miftari. I'm Christian Miftari. These issues are causing the citizens of this country to reevaluate their lives and change the setting. Now see what Americans can do. The economy gets better, and so Americans can pick up their feet. Hello, what is the hour?
Marriage support was so interesting that I could die.
The economy can change and the residents can kill themselves. That was really interesting.
Yeah, Rachel.
Don't forget the meal. Very interesting. Sorry, hour. How's it going?
thinking about tree climbing commercials. Yeah, can we do a voiceover and be like, you need to learn how to tree climb?